All right, guys, welcome to episode 6 of the Welcome Mat Betting Corner. Obviously, we're doing a little bit later in the week this week. We had some stuff going on Wednesday, so we're not going to be doing a Thursday night parlay. But other than that, it's business as usual, so we'll get right into it. Let's do a quick recap of last week. Obviously, it was a very good week, actually. Really enjoyable week to watch. Probably not a great week if you were a bettor.
Well, that goes for almost every week for us.
Yeah. The Falcons beat the Chargers, or the Chargers beat the Falcons.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Falcons are such a confusing team. They look so good, and then they go out and they just get dookied on. And they lost last night too in the Thursday night game to the Panthers pretty handily.
Yeah.
Justin Fields is here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fields.
Justin Fields is here. He finally looks like a decent starting quarterback. He's making good decisions, which is what kind of everyone has always wanted. He doesn't have to be the greatest QB in the NFL. I want to see good decisions to show some kind of competence at the quarterbacking position. And now they went blow to blow with the Dolphins. They only lost by 3 points. Very impressive.
Yep.
Bengals got their stride back. Huge thing. I mean, Joe Mixon, fantasy nightmare.
Joe Mixon cost me losing to the 10th place manager in our league.
Joe Mixon absolutely tore it up last week. He was insane.
He had 5 total touchdowns, 4 rushing, one receiving.
Yeah, it was a masterclass. The Packers, I think it's over. It's done. Just call it quits. Everyone retire. Everyone leave.
Everyone
Matt LaFleur's
retire.
fired.
What about
Everyone
AJ Dillon?
retire.
The Quadzilla.
Retire. Get a new team.
Just
something.
get out of the league, dude.
Yeah, just leave. Just do what Blake Martinez did, the linebacker for the Raiders. Raiders are ass. He was like, fuck it, I'm retiring.
That's
out.
a great segue into the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders are also a dumpster fire.
It's bad. It's getting bad.
They had like that 2-week period where they looked godly with Josh Jacobs, and then they were like, let's stop handing off the ball.
Literally.
And now pass again. Like, I don't really get it.
And like those were close games too with Josh Jacobs. They just were like, nope.
Yeah, like I don't know why they're not just giving him the ball more. They could definitely win some more games.
Now that I'm really looking at it, the Packers fumbled the bag.
They only lost by 6 points.
What's that?
Packers only lost by 6 points.
Oh, I was referring to like the Devontae Adams trade where, I mean, you just look at Philly. Like Philly's most likely going to go to the Super Bowl. I mean, I think they're fraudulent, but let's say they do it, they're going to have like a top 5 pick in the draft. Like the Packers could have got at least a future first for Devontae Adams. I know they kind of did the 1 first and second from last year, but
yeah,
imagine having like probably like what the Giants had last year: 2 top 7, 2 top 10 picks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not really a good thing, but
yeah, it's not a great thing if you're building up though. But
I know
Patriots,
from where the Packers were.
Patriots, Colts. The Colts look like the Colts again. Obviously, they fired Frank Reich.
Yeah.
Jeff Saturday is the head coach. I was on edge about it first, but then he made that speech at that press conference, and I was like, all right, I like it. I'm in.
You bought in, Al?
I did buy in because he's like, I'm not here to like make a statement. I'm just here. They asked me. I know I'm good at leading men. I'm going to lead men. That's all I'm going to do. And I like it.
Shout out to the Patriots for having like 9 sacks against that Colts line.
Yeah, I will say in our upcoming pod Sunday, my DPOY might be a little surprising. We're doing midseason awards.
Al. Okay.
The biggest game of the week, the biggest upset that I love, Jets-Bills.
The
Jets killed them. Great game. But yeah, other than that, it was pretty much what we expected.
If Zach Wilson doesn't just suck against the Pats, they're leading the AFC East right now.
Bro, it's going to be intense. Like, the AFC East, it's like, oh, it's the Bills to take. And now it's kind of like you have the Jets, Bills, and Dolphins that are all genuinely in contention.
Don't sleep on the Pats. There's a world where
I'm just going to say, I am currently hitting the snooze button on the Pats. I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
There's no way the Jets lose again. And if they do, I'm fine with it. They beat every other team in the division. That's okay.
Wait. Are you saying they're going to go winless or win out from here on out?
No, I'm not saying they're going to win out. They could.
Okay.
But they definitely don't beat the Bills a second time.
No,
they definitely don't beat the Bills a second time. Yeah, then you had the Vikings win. The Seahawks are still cruising along. They're doing great, 6-3.
Geno Smith, man. Oh, my gosh.
Geno's making a legit push for MVP at this point, if you want me to be honest.
I mean, like Mahomes, I mean, I think right now, well, we'll save that, but there is a world where Geno Smith can win it, but I don't think he can with with the other people above him. In my
if
opinion.
he balls out these next couple weeks, he definitely
there's a chance.
He's definitely in the top 5 for me. Bucks beat the Rams. Tom Brady finally did a little bit of magic, but they were ass for the entire game, so it doesn't really matter. And then the Chiefs almost fumbled the bag against the Titans. And the Titans are here. The Titans are here again.
I was all in on Malik Willis. This dude can't fucking pass.
He's terrible.
Can't fucking pass.
He's terrible, dude. Oh my God. Like, watching Malik Willis out there, you're like, Jesus Christ, get Ryan Tannehill on the field right now. Then the Ravens handled the Saints. Ravens are obviously having a super, super good year.
Yeah.
So let's get into Week 10. We'll get right into the Sunday games. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So, first upset of the 7. I got the Seahawks beating the Bucks in Munich, Germany.
By the way, that being an upset is ridiculous. The Seahawks are a much better team. I just want to point out.
Vegas just loves Tom Brady. He's going through a lot right now. They're just like, all right, Tommy, we'll give you 2.5 points in Munich. I got Chiefs money line. I believe the Giants are at 5.5 against the Texans. I altered it to 3.5, just kind of be a little safer if the Texans do some bullshit.
Yeah,
maybe not. Maybe they kill them. I don't know. Dolphins minus 3.5. I got Cards money line. I believe they're playing the Rams, and I got them upsetting the Rams. Yeah, they're in LA. I got the that's a pick 'em actually.
Honestly, being in LA doesn't really mean much.
It doesn't mean it's for like a $6 billion stadium. That's not a good thing. No. I was originally going to do Dallas money line, but Rodgers owns the Packers, but Rodgers also sucks this year, so I went alt.
You mean he owns the Cowboys?
Oh God, he owns the Cowboys. Sorry. And then I got my other upset, Lions money line. I think the Bears have too much hype right now, and Justin Fields need to shit the bed this week.
So I am definitely a big fan of the Chicago one because I'm right there with you. I like Fields. Like, coming out of college, I liked him, and he just started to look like ass. And I was like, okay, this dude might not be a good quarterback. But now he's actually playing good. But they're gonna get really cocky, like being who they are.
Yeah, it's in Chicago. It's a divisional game. Those are always close. I mean, on PFF, there's 24 picks. Like, that to me is saying, oh, we might have to fade the Bears.
And then you got
like a trap game.
You got the Lions. Obviously, they have a ton of heart. I mean, come on now,
heart.
So much heart. The Lions are terrible, though. I mean, their defense actually played good last week, which is insane.
Against Aaron Rodgers, of all people.
I like the Cards money line. The Rams look like nothing of last year. I mean, it's like a totally different team.
Yep.
It's insane.
The only thing I have going against me is the new Call of Duty is out. So we'll have to see.
I know, but it's been a couple weeks now. He's settled in. He's done his grind.
Yep.
This is going to be week 3.
Yep.
So, and then the Chiefs money line, obviously, they're pretty much, I will say, Chiefs are on upset alert. You know, just watch out.
Are they?
Just watch out for them.
Upset alert
They're on upset alert. Playing the Jags? Oh, yeah. Seahawks, oh, man. Being a Seattle fan going into this year, just having zero faith in the team.
That's literally how I felt last year, Alex. I'm like, there's no fucking way this team does any good. And Mac Jones goes on that 7-game win streak. It was a thrilling experience, but
yeah, and Seattle has a legit chance to win the NFC West.
Fucking division, I know. Oh
like
my God.
The Cardinals suck, the Rams suck, so they're both out of the question. They already swept the Cardinals this year. They're probably going to go at least 1-1 with the Rams. The only threat is the Niners. Yeah. Obviously, they have a lot of injuries, though.
The Niners, aren't they like 7? Who are they playing? I said they're playing the Chargers. I understand the Chargers, but 7-point favorites against the Chargers.
Doesn't even make sense because Jason Verrett, their cornerback, he just tore his Achilles. He's out.
Yeah.
They have so many people out.
Maybe they just love McCaffrey throwing touchdowns.
Hey, I'm fine with that. He's on my fantasy team. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. No, overall, actually, this is pretty good. The only one I'm not a big fan of, the Packers.
Packers. Yeah, I know.
I hate
the
Packers.
They can lose by 7 or they can win the game.
It's not impossible.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that. But the Dallas team is really good right now.
Yeah.
And Dak Prescott's back. Tony Pollard's playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
Is Zeke going to be back?
They're coming off the bye week, right?
Yeah.
I'm not positive if he's back yet, but I mean, even if he's not, they still got, like you said, Tony Pollard.
Yeah,
Tony
it's still
Pollard's
fine.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Pollard, he's playing. If he's not staying in Dallas, he's getting a bag somewhere else. I hope he comes to like.
Throwing him a bag. Don't say it.
He'd go to.
Don't say it.
Colts.
I thought you were about to say Seattle.
No, we got Kenny Walker. I got Kenny Walker.
They got JT.
I don't know. I'd have to look at it more to see where I'd want him to go. But overall, I like those. Those are pretty good. All right, let's get into mine. So we start off, say yours, Seahawks plus 2.5. Obviously, big Seahawks fan. I like the 2.5 because I think it is going to be a close game. And I think they'll win, but that gives me a little bit of wiggle room. Jags plus 9.5. The Chiefs are playing a lot of close games this year. The Jags, I think, are going to turn up, and it's going to be a good game. Miami minus 3.5. Miami's balling. Chargers plus 7. Actually, I'm going to change that to 7.5 just to be safe. I love that line. Commanders plus 11. They're getting extremely underrated. Don't get me wrong; they're not a good team. Like they're not going to make a Super Bowl push. But the Eagles just kept a close game to the Texans, who are definitely a worse team than the Commanders.
Yep.
At the Lions plus 3.5.
Okay.
I mean, just F the Bears. And Titans money line. I think the Titans are really starting to come into their own. They're starting to look like the team that they've been the past couple of years. You know, just running the ball with Derrick Henry. Yeah. And just being dominant on the run game and then all the like defense.
You're not going to let Russ cook this week, Al?
No. I can't. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about doing Broncos like plus 3.5. But, dude, I cannot with that Broncos team. And they have so many injuries on offense and defense. There's no way the Titans lose. Like, come on.
And this is going to be their first week without Bradley Chubb. Obviously, they're coming off the bye week, but the trade.
Yeah, so they're kind of.
Yeah. I like Seattle. Like, we both agree on Seattle. Maybe that's the lock of the week, Seattle.
That means we got to fade it then.
You don't have that much faith in us, Alex.
No, I don't.
Jags, I like it. It's a lot of points to give up, but if they can compete, if they can just have a backdoor cover, that'd be really nice. Maybe not really.
Yeah, no,
that's
any
the only
cover.
one that worries me is because the Chiefs, like the freaking Colts game, they blow that. They lost by 3, right?
Yeah,
I believe they lost by 3. They barely beat the Titans with.
I was gonna say, if you want, I can show you. I got the games pulled up. They beat the Titans by 3. They lost to the Bills by 4. They beat the Raiders by 1. They lost to the Colts. They beat the Chargers by 3. The other 2 games they had were blowouts, but outside of that, they are close games, and they're keeping close games with bad teams.
Yeah.
So I love doing 9.5.
Yeah,
with the
Jaguars. Actually, I do like that a little bit now that you kind of back that up.
I think they kind of go into these games.
Yeah. Miami's playing. Who are they playing again? Oh, Cleveland.
Yeah.
They should cover 3.5. Chargers.
Yeah,
both. I didn't want to put the Chargers in because I was a little worried about it, but I do like that plus 7.5. I think Commanders plus 11 is a gimme. I don't care. They're going to compete in that Philly
It's
game.
the Eagles. I think they're going to want to go blow to blow.
Yeah, I think Philly wins, but I think the Commanders can keep that an interesting game. And then we both like the Lions this week, obviously.
Yeah.
And then the Titans. I really like my favorite 3 are Seahawks, Commanders, Lions. All upsets.
I will say this week we're a lot on the same page compared to usual.
Yeah.
A lot different.
Yeah.
No, this should be a pretty good week. Another good week coming up. Every week's good, other than the primetime games. Primetime games are all terrible.
I know. It's oh my god.
I hate it. Let's get into the anytimes. I'll go first. So, starting off with Austin Eckler. Everyone on the Chargers offense is hurt. He's the only one there that can actually score. So, obviously, we go with him. Derrick Henry, workhorse, only good player on the team right now.
Okay.
Saquon Barkley bounce back week. He's been a little off. He hasn't been super great these past couple games, but I think they're going to get back to it this week, especially against a bad Texans team. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then CeeDee Lamb. I really like him against the Packers.
Okay.
I mean, I just don't like the Packers team, especially their defense. They were supposed to be like the good part of them.
I know.
So you look at CD. I think him and Dak are going to have a really, really big game.
Yeah,
and it's going to be great.
Especially when Jair only covers number 2s. So.
Yeah. I don't even know who they're going to have on CD. They're probably going to play zone on him mostly.
Probably
double cover him.
My 2 favorites from yours are Eckler. I think he's a lock. He's been balling out, but like you said, even if they are playing from behind, they're still going to use him in the run game and the passing game a lot. So
yeah, he's still going to get a touch one way or another.
Oh, absolutely. And then is Keenan Allen back? I know Mike Williams is hurt.
He got hurt again. Keenan Allen came back for like one play and then he was dead.
Okay, so Eckler's a lock unless FanDuel super boosts it. If they super boost it,
if they super boost it, I'm not putting it.
You have to run to Connecticut real quick.
It's the same thing. Like on Thursday, they did the Cordell Patterson super boost, and I was like, "Fade, you don't do it." Every week, same thing.
And then CD Lamb, I really like that too. So mine, I got your boy Kenny Walker in Munich getting into the pay dirt. I think Travis Kelce scores this week. I believe he did. Did he score last week? I don't think he did.
I don't think so. I can check real quick.
PFF probably has it from last week.
Yeah.
They have everything. Shout out PFF. I'm almost positive it was a big Juju game, if I remember correctly.
I believe Juju did. Kelce
yeah,
had. Yeah, it was McCole Hardman.
Targets. McCole Hardman had one. Okay.
Yeah, McCole Hardman. But Kelce had a big
Juju
game.
had 12 targets, 88 yards, though. But no Kelce.
Wow, 17 targets for Kelce.
That's a fucking
Holy
lot, man.
crap. It's not a great percentage, though, 17 to 10.
I know. I got Nick Chubb this week, and then I got Jalen Waddle. I think we get a Waddle. The Dolphins are playing the Browns. They're a pretty weak secondary.
Mm-hmm. They're weak defense, honestly.
There, and then Waddle scores. I mean, it's kind of a trend. I'm hopping on it this week for Betting Corner.
It's hard because all these teams, they're trying to cover two fast receivers, and it's kind of like Tyreek Hill really is the deeper threat, so you really got to cover him more than anything. And then if you cover Jalen Waddle with two guys too, now your entire secondary is taken up by two players.
Literally.
Then they just run the ball.
Yep.
They have a really, really good scheme going on down there.
They do.
Yeah, I love Kenny Walker.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce, that's another good one. Honestly, all of them are really, really good.
I mean, I say that every week, Al.
Yeah. That's true. Nick Chubb is just one of the best backs in the league. Every year he's quietly having an amazing season. He gets zero respect. I still think they're going to lose, though.
Yeah, they're playing the Chargers or the Dolphins. Yeah, I don't think they can do it.
There's no way. Let's get into Monday if you want to start with that.
I have a Philly special tonight, Al, or for Monday.
Yeah, what is it? Philly Commanders?
Yes, Philly Commanders. I believe it is in Washington?
Good divisional game. I think it's going to be a really good game.
No, it is in Philly. It makes me feel even better. I flexed a Jalen Hurts touchdown as my last leg. I know it's only 3 we do, but I got Eagles minus 10.5. A.J. Brown to score. A.J. Brown's yards, which I'm hoping it's about 59 to 65. And then I have a Jalen Hurts rushing touchdown. Or any time, but it's most likely it has to be a rushing touchdown. So
I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, A.J. Brown, obviously, he's been a monster with the Eagles compared to the Titans' receiving corps as a whole. Parker
offered me a trade for A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
He offered me Mike Evans and Devontae Smith.
Come on, Parker. What are you doing? Him and Sam are the same with just you send them a good trade and they get offended, then they send you a bad trade.
So they just send you this really way out there trade.
What the hell are you doing, man?
What's your Monday night?
My Monday night. So obviously I got Eagles money line. I got the Commanders plus 11, so I can't really fade myself on that. I think Hurts is going to have a monster throwing game.
Ooh.
And then Miles Sanders anytime. He's been getting a lot more touches this year.
Okay.
He is a really, really good running back, and they do not utilize him enough.
Yeah.
Especially with Jalen Hurts being like the quarterback, like kind of like that Josh Allen of like you're basically our RB2.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I mean, I know we say it every week, but
I think they're good. We have a good chance this week, Alex. I really do.
I think it's better because we're on the same page for a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
That's a better sign that we're on the same page.
Yeah.
All right. You got anything else to add?
All I got.
That's all I got too. All right.
Let's go.
Thanks for listening.